24 hours a day in stereo. This is the nation's music station, MuchMusic.
What are you still doing in bed? If you're not school by 9 o'clock, you don't watch the Pepsi Power Hour!
You'll rot in detention before you'll rock with the Power Hour. Sack of crap.
Welcome to the Pepsi Power Hour. It's kind of an unusual situation. I was told to meet Alice Cooper out here in the parking lot. He's on this promotional talk tour, but supposedly there's something that he has to show us. Oh, geez. What are you doing in a garbage truck, Alice Cooper?
Lori, this is not a garbage truck. This is a trash truck.
And it's filled with trash.
It's filled with trash, and it's all for you. I told you I'd get you something that went with your new outfit. It's all yours.
A garbage truck to call my own.
It's your own, to do whatever you want to do with it.
Well, I'm glad to get it from the expert of trash.
I am. I've become the trash master.
You have been, and I wonder, is it tough to stay true to trash?
It is, actually. No, all rock and roll, all good rock and roll is trash.
Yeah.
Every good band I've ever known started in the garage where trash is, and that's why trash is trash.
But it's tough to stay in the garage. Most of them, you know, come out of the garage and you never want to go back. Isn't it tough to keep that trashy sound?
Yeah, it is. You look around right now, the bands that are trashed out. The Stones are trashing out.
Yeah.
Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, Alice Cooper, all the real trash bands are out on the road.
I get it. You know, the new album is called Trash.
I can't get anything past you, Laura. You're amazing.
It's my research team.
It's
you know,
amazing.
they do it all for me.
You're good. You're quick.
Well, you programmed the whole Power Hour for us, and you started off with, funny enough, Alice Cooper. I've got a line on you, and also Zodiac Mind Warp with Prime Mover. Why did you pick them?
I like them. I like that band. They're very English trash. It's a whole different taste in trash. There's a lot of little crumpets in the trash.
Exactly. Okay, well, let's roll a couple,
Let's rock.
and then we'll experience your trash.
Let's trash this place.
The trash jokes.
Yeah!
The album's called Trash, and it's a new record company for you, too.
Yeah, Epic. First record on Epic, and very happy with it.
Yeah?
They gave me an unlimited budget and a no time limit, which is perfect. I got to use
things musicians never get.
Absolutely. It's my 20th album, and they finally said, you can have anything you want. I said, great. I think that's why the album came out the way we wanted it, you know.
What's the big difference for you? I mean, after 20 albums, you've got to know what you want, I would say. And
well, I wanted this album to be like a return to Billion Dollar Babies a little bit. I wanted there's a real resurgence of 1970s music right now, and I think Alice and bands like Aerosmith were the standard of American rock in that time. And I think, you know, bands like Guns N' Roses and the Cult are just really reflecting what we did then. That's great, because they're really good at what they do, you know. So I think this whole 70s thing is like very, very real right now. And Trash is a 70s kind of 1990s, 1970s album.
Desmond Child co-wrote 9 of the 10 tunes, I think.
Yeah, actually we wrote 22 songs together, but we picked 10, you know.
He's getting to be pretty much of a hit maker then.
Oh, he's great. I mean, he works with, you know, he worked with Aerosmith, Bon Jovi, Joan Jett. It's sort of the same corral of people that are actually on the album. We kind of kept it in the same kind of clique there because everybody had worked together before, and so, you know.
You do have some great people on the album.
Oh, yeah. We got Steven Tyler and I do a duet, John Bon Jovi and I do a duet, and Kip Winger and I do one. And then we have Joe Perry on guitar on one, and Richie Sambora plays guitar. Lots of guys. Good guys. Trashy guys, though.
Very trashy.
Yeah.
They're dying to be trashy.
Oh, they are trashy. They don't even have, they're just closet trashers.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, I know that, you know, the album sounds great and everything, and people are going to be playing it in their cars and everything, but what kind of a stereo system does this baby have?
Well, it comes with a standard system. It's a very would I give you a truck without a nice stereo system?
I don't know. Well, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be greedy or anything, but I would like a decent system.
Oh, well, I have an... One second. Okay, John, crank it up. Okay, got it.
I think it's a bit loud.
Huh?
Never mind. Now, okay, we're back to normal almost?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Campaign to save the Hollywood sign.
Yes.
Is it happening?
Oh, it's all done.
Is it done?
Hollywood
You have
sign
saved
is
it?
saved. We have saved it. Each letter costs $30,000 a piece. And I bought the first one.
Yeah.
And I said, if nothing else happens, the O in Hollywood is going to be saved. There's going to be a brand new O up there. And I think I embarrassed everybody else into doing the rest of them. But Spielberg bought one.
Right.
Gene Autry, Penthouse, or Playboy magazine, Warner Brothers, you know, everybody bought one.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, so now it's a brand new sign, you know.
Hollywood.
Hollywood's a trashy place, and I intend to keep it that way. If I have anything to say about it.
Oh, that's tremendous.
Good echo in here. Did you notice that?
Huh.
Hello. I record the next album in there.
You might. Now, your acting career, too. Prince of Darkness, you acted in that movie.
That was fun. Yeah, that was more like they needed somebody to put a Schwinn bicycle through somebody's chest, you know, and I volunteered. And I said, well, I can do that.
And also another one called Shocker?
Shocker's coming out soon on Halloween, I think. Wes Craven's new movie, and it's really it's more of a I'm on video in that one, where the killer and the hero kind of fall into my video during the video. It's kind of hard to explain because it's real science fiction stuff, but it's great. You know.
What is it about, you know, except for people like you who have an obsession with this kind of sort of the blood and gore, and you make a real, it's a hobby and it's a, I don't know what to call it. Is an obsession the right
Well,
thing?
not as much as, you know, I consider a good horror movie a good comedy, usually. You know, any really good horror movie you laugh at, you know, and maybe it's therapy for me, but I find it funny. And I kind of watch movies now, not to see anything about the plot, but it's more like the special effects. I think the special effects are what's really get to be really high-tech and fun, you know.
A lot of people are worried about kids watching slice and dice in movies, you know, and slasher stuff. But kids, everybody seems to go through a period of time where they're fascinated by this.
Well, if, you know, I mean, if one kid is affected by it and, you know, 10 years from now and reflects back that he watched horror movies, it'll suddenly be, oh no, the whole generation is lost. You know, of course there's going to be one person that's going to do that anyways. If he watched Kojak or if he watched Miami Vice, this whole generation, our generation, everybody's generation was brought up in choreographed violence. I mean, we watch probably 1,000 murders a year on television. And we sit there and we go, yeah. So it used to be, now it's like, yeah, so what? Because we know it's choreographed. We know it's not real. And I think even kids watching cartoons see so much violence. They watch the Three Stooges. It's the most violent thing I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, we know it's choreographed. They don't really hurt each other. Whereas real violence, when you see something like what happened in China, where 1,000 people get shot, or 2 guys in a bar that, you know, that are knocking each other's heads off, that's real violence. Nobody in their right mind believes in that. But I think all of us have been, you know, immune to and kind of enjoy choreographed violence. And I think it's almost a pressure reliever. You know, I think you see it, and so you don't do it. You know.
Now, you said that, you know, in the last show that you took out on the road, the first 20 rows were covered in blood, but that you may have peaked on the blood bit, and that...
Well, I mean, we did it. Now, I don't think we can do anything better than that for a while. So, I mean, I'm not going to be, you know, like, really going for that on the next tour. The next tour is going to be more of a billion-dollar baby show, which is more variety. There will be a section, a Gothic Alice classic section, where Alice will turn around and have, you know, the classic Alice. There will be another section that'll be all new material. Then there'll be a section that'll be like the classics from, you know, the 20 albums. And there may even be a section where I say, what do you want to hear? You know, out of anything you want to hear, we'll play. And so it's going to be a very big show this time, and I think a lot brighter, and I doubt if you'll get too much blood on you this time.
The people that sit in the first 20 rows,
they can
may be
safe. I think they're safe this time.
Just don't put the record company people up there. Just make sure they're banned.
Oh, wait a minute now. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Record company people. You give me your list. I'll put them right in front.
Okay. There's starting to become a whole school of Alice Cooper alumni. A lot of people come through town and say, yeah, I played with Alice.
Yeah. I think that's because I'm not afraid to play with different people. You know, I'm not afraid to, if I go out on a tour, I'm not locked into one band. I was for a long time. The original Alice Cooper band was very tight, you know, up through Billion Dollar Babies, and it was great. Now I don't think that I'm really locked into having to use the same guys over and over again. I expect them to come out with me for 2 years or so and then go and do their own albums. I don't think that they should be, you know, I mean, I should be a springboard for their careers. Kip Winger is doing very well with his, you know, with his band, Winger. And Kane Roberts is doing his own album on Geffen. And Ken Mary's with House of Lords. You know, I mean, a lot of these guys should be doing their own albums. This new band I'm putting together are all new, unknown guys. But they will be stars, I think, in the next 3 years, and they should be doing their own albums.
Well, you wanted to play some Winger, and you also wanted to play some Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I stick by my boys.
Yeah. All right, let's go. This is the Alice Cooper Alumni Group.
Do a little bit of this work while we're talking to you.
MuchMusic, we'd really appreciate it.
Well, I kind of had a deal that MuchMusic would pay for the gas if I would pick up this garbage, you know.
Oh, well, it's nice to see you still working, Alice. You know, it's great.
You got to stay in shape. The tour doesn't start for a while, you know, and I got to keep the payments up on the truck.
Yeah. It's a big truck, too.
It is.
Now, you've said in an article about how fans in Detroit were probably the original metal fans.
Well, they're the real blue-collar worker kind of fans. You know, the real Midwest seems to be the ones that every time you stand out there, you see in the audience, you see this kind of thing. But Toronto's the same.
Yeah.
When every time we play down here at Maple Leaf Garden or anything like that, if I didn't know where I was, I'd think I was in Detroit, because it's the same. So everybody's got long hair, everybody's really into the music and having fun. If you're in Los Angeles and New York, it's a different thing. They're a little more, you know, like we've seen everything.
Yeah.
Impress me kind of thing, where I would much rather play in an area where people are, you know, are really into it.
Well, what is it about sort of middle-class America that relates to metal music?
I just think that it's more, you know, if you look at it, hard rock is probably folk music for the, you know, for the 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's our folk music, so it's really the people's music. And they just react to hard rock more than the sophisticated areas do. You know?
They're more vocal about it.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, and they scream. They go to concerts to have fun. Yeah. And that's what we're there for, too. I mean, I want an audience that's having fun out there. That's like pouring gasoline on the fire for us. That's great. What do you people at MuchMusic put in your garbage?
I don't think you want to open those bags. I think it's pretty gruesome.
I guess so.
You want to play some Faster Pussycat?
Yeah, good band.
Yeah?
Good LA band. Yeah. And they toured with us for a while. And these guys are really an up-and-coming group. I hope they do something really good.
And how about Lita Ford?
Lita's great. Yeah? Yeah, Lita, in fact, Lita's doing Only Women Bleed on their next album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I think is great. And I can't wait to hear that.
Alice, thank you for coming down and,
thank you.
And the
great.
truck and everything. It's been great, but I'm a little confused because there's this huge, like, stretch limo right here. I thought you came in the truck.
Well, no, I'm the rock star. I leave in the limo. I go in the limo.
Not you, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You too, but you too?
This is for you.
Yeah.
You take the garbage truck. Goes good with what you're wearing, and I leave in this. Bye. Good to see you.
You lousy hypocrite.
Regular gas, Lori.
You lousy hypocrite. That's ridiculous. How are you supposed to come in the garbage truck? What about all your hard metal fans? That's ridiculous. The kids in Detroit will hate you for that. Out of my way, Beefy. Come on, out of my way.